I have spent every single day of the last 6 months building AI appointment setters, and the one thing I can already tell you now is that AI will completely change the way you book sales calls for your coaching business. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you the 4 most important discoveries I have made in my over 1,000 hours of building AI setters. And if you're wondering what is an AI setter, it's basically a chatbot that runs on an AI model like ChatGPT that is connected to your Instagram DMs, where it can talk to people and book sales calls automatically. I have built bots like this for huge coaches and influencers with over hundreds of thousands of followers, and I highly recommend you this video if you're also a business owner who is currently selling some kind of online service or online coaching program, and your main channel for booking sales calls is Instagram. And the video is also gonna be relevant for you if you're a manual setter, because your job will literally be taken by AI over the next 1 to 2 years. So if I were you, after watching this video, I would open LinkedIn and start looking for other jobs, because your job is going to disappear in the near future. Alright, so from these 4 strategies that we will go through, the first one is shocking, the second is terrifying, the third one will make you feel hopeful, and the fourth one is an exact strategy. Now, if you have skibidi brain rot attention span and you will only take away one thing from this video, it should be the 4th lesson, because I will give you the exact strategy for how to book appointments in 2025 using AI. It's gonna be a very tricky setup. So as always, if you don't like this video and you find no value in it, then don't subscribe and definitely don't watch my other videos. The first big discovery I have made in my over 1,000 hours of building AI setters is that it's way better than you think. This is the shocking one. And I know I can tell you how amazing it is, but you will only believe me once you have tried it. So at the end of this first lesson, I will tell you how you can try my AI setter to see for yourself. And of course I was skeptical at the beginning, just like you are probably skeptical right now. You have tried maybe writing content with ChatGPT and it sounded something like, "Hey, how can I assist you today?" Or "Apologies for the confusion earlier." And you cannot really imagine it producing human sounding messages. Now let me break it too, in case you didn't know, that there are other language models, not just ChatGPT. My AI setters run on another model called Claude, which was released by a company competitor to OpenAI called Anthropic. So one of my clients told me a few weeks ago, just before he signed up, that he knew that AI is going to come at one point, but he didn't think it would be so good already. And please, see for yourself. Try out my AI setter and you will see that it's way better than you imagined. So if you don't believe me, go on my Instagram at martonfur, and all you need to do is DM me the word start demo, and this will trigger an AI demo that you can try out. And please act like a lead, and the AI will try to book you in for a call, and you will see that the messages are way more human than you would imagine. The messages make way more sense than now you might think. So go ahead, try it out, see for yourself. It's way better already than you would think. And that's lesson 1. Now the second lesson, the terrifying one, is that 90% or maybe 95% of human appointment setters will become unemployed. So after you have tried out my demo, you will see that the AI is already pretty good. But it's not just that. It's working 24/7. It's always responding to messages. It can respond in 15 to 20 seconds. And it never takes a day off. It never calls in sick. It just works non-stop all the time. And the most important thing, if you're a business owner, is that the AI setter doesn't need a base pay. The AI setter doesn't need commission from the deals that you are closing. It's virtually free. So the way I see it is that the AI setter already sends better messages than the bottom 80% of the manual human setters. So this will make a lot of setters unemployed very, very soon, unless Instagram comes out with a perma ban on all automated messages. I don't see anything stopping the AI setter. Now, lesson 3, which should give you some hope here, is that you are extremely early. Literally nobody on the market is using AI setters yet. And no, having a simple ManyChat automation which sends a copy-paste message to a specific keyword, that doesn't count as AI. I am speaking to business owners on a daily basis and nobody is really using AI setters yet. The thing is, nobody is really offering on the market any AI setters that are actually good. Every time I see an ad of somebody promoting an AI setter or an AI sales agent, I always test it out, I always try it, and it's always the same shit. It's fancy marketing, but a really mediocre product. So the other day, one of my friends sent me an ad from an AI appointment setter, a competitor of mine, and I tried it, and it was literally, "Hey, I'm an AI agent. How can I assist you today?" The most basic, boring ChatGPT sounding messages. So the competition is basically non-existent so far when it comes to AI setters, and you are extremely early. So take advantage of your amazing positioning on the market now, because those business owners who implement this very disruptive AI tech into their business the earliest will have a crazy competitive advantage. To be honest, a really unfair advantage compared to their competitors. You can have a much leaner team with less employees. You're gonna have way higher profit margins because you won't have to pay your setters base salaries and commissions, and you won't have all the headache with the hiring and the management and all that stuff when it comes to a setter team. So yeah, that's number 3. It should give you some hope because you're very early. And then lesson number 4, which is the strategy that I'm gonna give away, is basically the way I see the meta for appointment setting in 2025 is not an AI setter on its own replacing all the setters. It's human and robot working together. So what I mean by this, and actually this is something that we are already implementing for a lot of my clients, is that we have an AI setter that's working together with a manual human setter. So the way this is set up is that the AI setter does 80 to 90% of the heavy lifting and those really robotic, boring, and low leverage activities. And the manual human setter can work on much higher leverage activities. And I will give you an example what I mean by that. So what do I mean by low leverage? If you are currently employing setters and they are writing copy-paste messages, the same messages every time, and they send follow-ups, the same ones every time, and they type their messages with their little chubby fingers, those are very low leverage activities. What they should be doing is higher leverage activities, which means that those are things where really the setter is needed because it's a critical part of the process. And you will see what I mean. For my current clients, the way we do it is the AI setter starts the conversation. It does about 80% of asking those same qualification questions over and over again. So if I give you a fitness example, how long have you been struggling with this? What are your goals? What have you tried in the past? Blah, blah, blah. The AI setter would do the conversation all up until the point of proposing the call and then send the notification to the manual human setter to take over, because the AI is maybe not the best at handling objections, and maybe it's not the best at critically thinking of what's the best move to book the call, but it's very good at doing the same process over and over again. And what we do is we notify the setter to take over the conversation now, so all the setter does is focus on the leads who have already gone through the entire setting process and they just need to be booked in. And the AI setter does all the rest, the follow-ups, the boring messages, the copy-paste, all that stuff. So this way, we can have a much higher leverage on every single hour that your paid employees, your manual setters are working. You have a much higher leverage on their work. Plus, the AI does obviously the heavy lifting. So the way I see it now is that it's not simply the AI taking jobs and replacing people. It's gonna be more like, instead of a team of 3 or 4 or 5 setters, one setter plus the AI setter can do the same amount of work. So again guys, if you want to try my AI setter and see for yourself how absolutely amazing it is, just go on my profile at @martonfur and DM me the word start demo, and it will initiate a little sequence where you can try out the AI setter and you will see for yourself how amazing it is. And as always guys, if you stuck until the end of the video and you didn't like it and you found no value in it, don't subscribe and don't watch my next video. See you.